check these answers, shall we? All right. So here's your here are the three questions. Let's see how you did. First question, we're starting off with the basics. Starting out with the basics, just finding the volume. And if you can't find volume, you're going to really struggle with the irregular prisms. Now, if you can't find the volume of a regular prism, that is. So this one, you know, you can find the area of any of the faces or the flat sides, right? Most teachers tell you find the base, but in all reality, just because this is standing on this guy on the bottom here, doesn't mean that that's the only face that matters. If we flipped it over and made it so this part was on the ground and this was the base, would that change the volume? No, the same object, right? So really just find the area of any of the sides. We'll go with the base. The base is 5 by 4, right? So 5 by 4 is 20. So that means the area of the bottom is 20. Then you're going to take that and you're going to multiply it by how high up and down that area goes. And the height is 8. Now, so that's your math right there. 5 by 4 is 20. And that's area, so that's inches squared, square inches. And then you multiply that by 8, and that gives you your volume. The way I kind of look at it is like I highlight what I find. So pretend that this is the only thing blue. Well, how do you fill the whole box with blue? You have to multiply it by this. It's going to go up and down by 8, and now the whole box is blue. If you would have multiplied this side, you would have gotten 32, right? And then you multiply 32 by 5, and guess what? The answer is still 160. So number 1, the answer is 160. Let's go to number 2. Okay, so here's number 2. One of those like, ooh, what do we do here? Well, the first step is to cut the irregular figure into 2 regular prisms. Now, there's 2 ways to do that. You could put a straight line up and down right here, or you could put a straight line sideways right here. And you might have picked something different than me, and that's okay. You still should get the same answer. I chose sideways. Okay, I chose to put sideways. Now, let's find the volume of this figure here first. This is 6, but we don't have a measurement here. But somewhere on the shape, they're going to tell us this measurement. We just got to use our brains to find it. And then the other thing that we need to find is this measurement. We're going to want to say it's 16, but it's not. 16 is from the bottom corner all the way to the top corner. And we don't want 16. We want a measurement that stops right here. And I'll show you how to do that. So this is 6. What is this right here? Well, this, and I'm hoping you guys can see the mouse, is equal to this, right? Because if you visualize it, it's like all the same height. And this is equal to this, and it's equal to this, and it's equal to this. And this has a measurement of 8. So that means this is 8, this is 8, this is 8. So 6 times 8 will tell us this face right here. Perfect. Let's do that. Okay. So 6 times 8 is 48. Now we have to multiply that by this right here, because 48 goes up and down this much right here. Now we know this is 16, but we do not know this length right here. However, all we need to do is find this little length right here, and then we will find out what this one is, because here plus there is equal to 16. And if we look over, it's the same as 6, right? This is 6. That's 6 centimeters. Here's 6 centimeters. So what plus 6 is 16? 10. So we know this has to be 10, because if this is 6 and the whole thing's 16, this has to be 10. So now 48 times 10 is 480 centimeters. So there we go. Now over here, they give us all the numbers we need. 6 by 8 is 48, and then 48 goes up and down 24 centimeters. You multiply those together, we get 1,152. Now we have our two volumes, but to make this one object, we have to add those two sections together. So 1,152 plus 480 is 1,632. If you got that right, good job. If you didn't, give yourself a break. At first, until students get used to it, a lot of them struggle at first, and that's okay. All right. Now our last problem, I decided to cut that top part off. Most of us would agree. The only other way to do it is you're going to make 3 sections, and that might get a little messy, but it should still give you the right answer. Now, I am going to multiply. I think I'm going to do 2 times 4, and 2 times 4 will give me this face right here. That's 8. And then we're going to multiply 8 by how far up and down 8 goes. And let's see if we can find that. Remember, all these are going to be twins, right? They're all going to be the same length. So we just need to find one of them. Now this 3, we might think for a second it's that, but the 3 is telling you how high this section goes. This right here, this 5, tells us how far back from the front face to the back face. So 5 is this number that we want. 8 times 5 is 40. So this top guy is 40 cubic feet as for a volume. And then the bottom one, we can just do 14 times 5 is 70. So that means the bottom face is 70 square feet. And then 70 goes up and down 3 foot, which gives you 210. And then to finish everything, we just add those two together, and we get 250 cubic feet. All right. I know that you guys are not huge fans of this. It's a struggle every year, and every year we take at least a week to go through it. And unfortunately, we don't have that time. But this will help you out next year when you guys go with this concept again, that you are familiar with it after going over it with me this year. So good job. And then Friday we'll review it. Tomorrow we're already going to get into quadrilaterals. I hope you guys had a fantastic Memorial weekend. And we have this week, next week, and then school's over the following Wednesday. So not a lot left, and you are officially done with elementary school. All right. See you tomorrow.